We're doing a follower draft today, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on? How's everybody doing? I'm a little late. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm a little late. It's Jordan Addison's fault. I entirely blame Jordan Addison for me being late. I blame him entirely. Maybe he shouldn't have gotten suspended. Maybe that would have caused us to be on time. But it caused us to be late because he got suspended. I had to make a video about it real quick. Rushed to get that done. But we are going to be doing another follower draft today over on Underdog. If you want to get in, make sure you go ahead and join the take that back. That's not what you do to get in. Go download the Underdog Fantasy app. If you go download the Underdog Fantasy app, you will be able to get into a league with me. So go download Underdog Fantasy, use code TCO, get your first deposit match up to $1,000, and then shortly we will be doing another Underdog follower fantasy football draft. We're going to be doing another one here shortly once we get a few more people in here. And we got anybody over there who's ready to join? Anybody ready to get into a league with me? Let me know. Oh my God, this is super crooked. Is this crooked? Does this look crooked? Nah, it's a little crooked. It'll be fine. We'll survive. The Twitch is crooked as hell, but it's okay. How do I join? So download Underdog Fantasy, go download the app, use code TCO, and then I'm going to tell you how to get into a league with me shortly. So if you want to get in, download the Underdog Fantasy app. That's what you got to do. We're going to be starting here shortly. I'm going to wait till we get a few more people in here. I'm sorry, we're starting a little late. I said that we were supposed to start at 5 p.m. We had to start at 5:20 because Jordan Addison decided to get suspended today at that specific time. And I had to make a video about it. But we're here now, and we're going to be doing a Underdog Fantasy Football draft here shortly. Who's ready? Is anybody out there ready? Drop a yes in the chat if you're ready to join a league with me. If you are, we get this thing started pretty shortly. We get started. So we got one yes. Tico, what's up? I'm the best TikTok creator. Thank you so much. Yes, we got two yeses. Pay to join. Yeah, it's going to be either $3 or $5, and it's currently looking like it's going to be $5. It's currently looking like it's let's see if they've fixed private drafts yet. Nope, haven't fixed private drafts yet. Why would that be fixed? Yes, I see that we got some people in the chat ready to join a draft. Okay, let me get into one. Let me figure out what we're going to do here. Let me look. Let me take a look-see. Okay, I think I've found our answer. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, if you're ready to get into a fantasy football draft with me, drop a yes. Drop a yes, because that'll let me know if we got enough people to do this. We got a few yeses. I see a yes there. I see a yes there. I see a few yeses from before. I see some yas. I see some nos. If you're ready to get in, or if you want to get ready to get in, all you got to do is download Underdog Fantasy, use code TCO, and that's it. You're going to have the app, and I'm going to tell you where to join or what to join. But I think we're going to get into this one. And I'm going to tell you guys what to join. Ready? Okay, it's time. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. It is time. We are currently sitting in the 12-person, $5 draft over on Underdog Fantasy. If you want to get into a draft with me, here's what you got to do. Download Underdog Fantasy. Use code TCO. That way you're going to get your first deposit match up to $1,000. Then, go over to NFL, or first go over under drafts. Go under NFL, and we are currently sitting in the 12-person, $5 draft. 12-person, $5 draft. We are doing a 12-person $5 draft. We currently have 8 more spots available. 8 more spots available in the 12-person $5 draft over on Underdog. Head on over there. We are in the 12-person $5 draft. If you want to join it, go download Underdog Fantasy, use code TCO, make your first deposit up to it. Well, wait, that didn't make any sense. Double your first deposit up to $1,000 if you use code TCO. We got 8 more spots, ladies and gentlemen. 8 more spots. 8 more spots. We are in the 12-person $5 draft. 12-person $5 draft. 12-person $5 draft. I'm not going to say it anymore. Maybe I will say it a couple more times. But 12-person $5 draft. We got 8 more spots. Plenty of room if you want to get into a league with me. Plenty of room. So much room. We've never had this much room. 8 spots. 8 spots. 7 spots. 7 spots. Where can I join? Over on Underdog Fantasy. Download Underdog Fantasy. Set up an account quickly. Set up an account. Use code TCO. Make sure you use code TCO. You got to use code TCO. That way you're going to get your first deposit match up to $1,000 and you're going to get a free pick. Then you're going to go under drafts, under Underdog Fantasy. You're going to head over to NFL, and we are currently sitting in the 12-person, $5 draft. There are currently 7 more spots available. 7 more spots. 7 more spots available. If you have already been in a league with me, do not join again unless I tell you to. We'll see if we can fill this first. We have 7 more spots, though, over in the 12-person, $5 draft over on Underdog Fantasy. Head on over there. If you want to join, it is very, very, very simple. 12 people for 18 rounds is crazy. Hey, man, that's what we do. That's Underdog Fantasy. That's what it is. We do it every day. This is our 9th draft, I think it is. 9th draft. What's it called? It is called Underdog Fantasy. Underdog Fantasy. It's right here. It's right here. It's right there. If you're watching on TikTok, it's this right here. This little doggy. Oh, right here. The little doggy. It's Underdog Fantasy, man. We are in the 12-person, $5 draft over on Underdog Fantasy. We got 7 more spots available, waiting for people to join, waiting for people to get in here. If you want to get in, we are sitting in the 12-person, $5 draft. 6 more spots available. 1 just went. 6 more spots available for you to get into a draft with me over on Underdog Fantasy. TCO, give me an NFL player for an edit. Justin Jefferson. Make me a Justin Jefferson edit. 6 more spots. 12-person, $5 draft over on Underdog Fantasy. You got to head over there. You got to go under NFL. You got to go under drafts. And we are sitting in the 12-person, $5 draft. 12-person, $5 draft. We got 6 more spots. 6 more spots, ladies and gentlemen. 6 more spots. Oh, no. Will Howard injured his throwing hand during Tuesday's practice. That sucks. 5 more spots. 5 more spots in the 12-person, $5 draft. 12-person, $5 draft over on Underdog Fantasy. Go join. Use code TCO when you sign up. That way you're going to get your first deposit up to $1,000. If you got no money and don't want to join and you just can't do it, don't worry. We're showing the draft over on Twitch at TCO Fantasy Show. I have to put a little bumper. I got to put a little bumper up here for it that says Twitch at TCO Fantasy Show. I really should do that. Probably not a bad idea. But at the moment, we have 5 more spots. We are in the Underdog 12-person, $5 draft over on Underdog Fantasy. Make sure you use code TCO when you sign up. The Thomas Booker, Jacorian Bennett trade just officially went through. Does it cost money to join? It costs $5 buckaroonies. $5 buckaroonies. But you have the opportunity to win a lot more than $5 buckaroonies. We have 4 more spots. 4 more spots. 4 more, ladies and gentlemen. 4 more spots over on Underdog Fantasy. Join up. Let's do it. Join up, ladies and gentlemen. We got 4 more spots over in the 12-person, $5 draft on Underdog Fantasy. This right here, Underdog Fantasy. This is what it is. It's Underdog Fantasy. That's what we're waiting for. We're waiting for y'all to join. 4 more spots. If you guys want to get in, come on down. Come on down to Underdog Fantasy. Come on down to the App Store. Use your little thick fingers. Type in Underdog Fantasy. Download the app. Make an account real quick. Use code TCO. We got 4 more spots available in our draft. 4 more people can join a follower draft with me. If you want to get in, you're not going to know that I am in it until we start. Yeah, I'm not going to know if you joined until we start. But we got 3 more spots. 3 more spots, ladies and gentlemen, in the 12-person, $5 draft over on Underdog Fantasy. I make you upset? I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make you upset. That's not my goal. How do I join? Head on over to Underdog Fantasy. If you got it already, that sucks. If you got it already, just head on over to Underdog Fantasy. Use code TCO. We got 2 more spots. 2 more spots. 2 more spots over on Underdog Fantasy. We are in the 12-person, $5 draft. 12-person, $5 draft. 12-person, $5 draft. You go under, there's a $3 section, then there's a $5 section. We're sitting in the $5 section in the 12-person draft. We need 2 more people to start this bitch up. To start that John up. We need 2 more people. I'm sorry. 2 more people to start this draft up. And we'll be going here shortly. 2 more people, and we're going to be drafting. We're going to be writing our picks on this board. 1 more spot available. 1 more spot available. If you want to join, download Underdog Fantasy. Use the code TCO. Get your first deposit match up to $1,000. Oh, shit. We're going into the draft. The draft has started, ladies and gentlemen. If you didn't get in, don't worry, because we're going live again tomorrow at 5 p.m. and doing another one of these. But if you want to watch the draft, if you want to watch it, because I obviously am not showing it over on TikTok, head over to Twitch at TCO Fantasy Show. If you go over there and you follow, you will get a shout out. If you sub, you'll get your name on the board, and we're showing the draft over there. You'll be able to see it. But we're doing something really fun today, ladies and gentlemen. Something I don't usually get to do in these drafts. I'm drafting from the first pick. Yay! I haven't drafted from the first pick. This is the first time I've gotten the opportunity to draft from pick 1. I'm very excited. I like drafting from pick 1. It's very simple to draft from pick 1. It's probably the easiest pick in the whole entire draft. Not even a question. Pick 1 is probably the best. I think pick 1 gives you the best odds to win the league, I would say. And pick 1 is the best spot to draft from. I mean, where else would you rather pick from? Pick 1 is the best. Oh, I'm on the clock. Pick 1, best spot. If you are the first overall pick in your fantasy football drafts and you're not drafting Jamar fucking Chase, you're an idiot. Something's wrong with you. You got to go to the doctor, get checked up on, because you should be drafting Jamar Chase. There's no reason you shouldn't be drafting Jamar Chase with the first overall pick in fantasy football. There's no reason. He is, do I think Brian Thomas Jr., am I projecting Brian Thomas Jr. to be on the same level as Jamar Chase this year? Yes. But that doesn't mean I'm not drafting Jamar Chase over BTJ. I'm taking Jamar Chase every single chance I get. It's Jamar Chase. Come on, guys. Come on. Jamar Chase all day. Got to draft him. If you're going any other way with your first overall pick, you're making a big mistake. Last year, I believe he outscored the wide receiver 2 by 85 points. You realize how ridiculous that is? 85 points? It's absolutely insane. So if you're not drafting Jamar Chase, you're making a big mistake. Who's in this draft? We got Jadon, Mike Hick, Sauce Gardner, Cooley Pops, TB Langer, FPL, Florida Power and Light, Aaron PMF, Butt Crud, and Connor Everts. I've never seen any of these people in a league. These might be randoms. Oh, I see Specs. I've seen Specs in a league before. I haven't seen anybody of these people in a league with me before. So a lot of new people in here. That's fun. I like to get new people. That's always a good one. So at the 102, it's Bijan. 103 is Saquon. Wow. Oh, my God. Jahmyr Gibbs falls all the way down to the 106. What a steal for Sauce Gardner. Oh, my goodness. What a steal getting Jahmyr Gibbs at the 106. Great pick. I also like CMC at the 105. I mean, it's a bit of a reach, but hey, he could be the RB1 in fantasy football this year. It's not crazy. So I like that. Justin Jefferson falling all the way to the 108. Oh, my goodness. That's a big fall. That's an interesting one as well. But hey, I got Justin Jefferson as my wide receiver 8. Justin Jefferson should be able to eat now with Jordan Addison getting suspended for the first 3 games. Rashee Rice suspension? I don't know. Nothing about it yet. I haven't gotten any news about a Rashee Rice suspension yet. Let's see. Anything? As previously reported, the Niners released Andy Isabella. Damn, that was quick. They freaking just signed him, and then they released him. That sucks. Let's write Jamar Chase on the board. We forgot to write his name up here. First overall pick, Jamar Chase. I'm excited for my next wraparound. I'm excited for that. I think that's going to be fun. How is Kyle Pitts still on the board? Great question. I mean, maybe somebody should take him. Let me join your fantasy. If you didn't join today, don't worry. We're going to be doing another draft tomorrow at 5 p.m., so you can join then if you want. We'll be going live on Twitch and TikTok. I'm not going live on Instagram right now. Probably should be live over there. I think I'm gonna start trying to go live on YouTube. I think that's gonna be my next spot. I think I'm gonna stop going live on Instagram. We don't get many viewers over there. We're gonna try out YouTube, I think, tomorrow. We'll see how that goes. But right now we're live on Twitch and TikTok. If you want to watch the draft and you're watching over on TikTok, head over to Twitch at TCO Fantasy Show. Tomorrow I'm gonna have it up here on a little thing where it's going to say at TCO Fantasy Show. That way you'll be able to join it. And, yeah, if you head on over there to Twitch at TCO Fantasy Show, you're going to be able to see the actual draft. If you follow, you're going to get a shout-out. If you sub, I'm going to write your name on this board with our other people up here. We got freaking 12NC, Mav, Uplay, Moster, Nick MC, Felix, Sis Chris, Skibbity Ohio, Carson the Packer, and Jay Mooney, all the OGs, all the people who sub. We appreciate everybody who supports. Love you all. And, it goes a long way. This is my full-time job. I do this every day for you guys. I provide NFL news. And I'm not ESPN. I'm not NFL Network. We don't got that big budget. But it's okay. We make the best of what we got. Rashee Rice just went at the 201. Did he actually? I think that's a lie. Jesus Christ. Somebody just took Rashee Rice at the 201. What is wrong with you? Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Subs for shoes? You want to... No subs for shots. It is 5 p.m. on a Tuesday. I'm not taking any shots right now. No subs for shots right now. That's crazy. That is... No, thank you. No subs for shots. But if you sub, you'll get your name on the board. And if you follow, like Jet Ahoy, thank you for following. Ellie, thank you for following. Mr. Rose, thank you for following. If you follow over on Twitch, you will get a shout out. If you sub, I will write your name on the beautiful board behind me. What are we doing here? Okay, we're up on the board. Let's see. Oh my God, look at what I could do right here. Look at these running backs. I really like these running backs. Trey McBride's pretty cool. Remember, this is a 3. I'm going to take Jonathan Taylor with one of these. I'm going to take Jonathan Taylor. I think it'd be stupid not to take Jonathan Taylor. I think I'm going to take Tyreek Hill with my second pick. I'm not going to take T. Higgins. That would be too much. I can't do all that. I'm going to take Tyreek Hill. And listen, people are getting on my ass. People are getting all up on my ass for saying that Tyreek Hill is going to be the wide receiver 4 this season. Well, look at what Underdog just did. They have him moved up to the beginning of the 3rd round. So, haha. I guess I was kind of right. Look at that. But this is a really good start. We got Jamar Chase, Jonathan Taylor, and Tyreek Hill. That's a fun start. Fun start, ladies and gentlemen. Fun start to the squad. Fun start. Never talk bad on Nick Chubb. I'm not talking bad on Nick Chubb, man. Nick Chubb's old. Nick Chubb's old. Let him rest. Let him get a nap. He needs a nap. Let him sit down. Let him sit down. He's okay. Nick Chubb did enough for us, guys. He did so much. Let's let him rest. Let him be done. We don't need to let him do it anymore. Kyle Pitts just got took? No way. Kyle Pitts didn't just go. Where'd Kyle Pitts go? I don't see Kyle Pitts. No Kyle Pitts. Brock Bowers. Nobody's taking Kyle Pitts that high. I can't believe somebody took Rashee Rice in the 2nd. That's crazy. I can't believe somebody took Rashee Rice at the 1-2 turn. You put money on this. Why do you want to waste your money? That's crazy. Napoleon, thank you for following. 49MTG, thank you for following. 5-star, thank you for following. If you're watching over on TikTok, head over to Twitch at TCO Fantasy Show. If you follow, you'll get a shout out. If you sub, I'll write your name on this board. Had T last year, was bummed when he ended up hurt most of the year, but had a nice resurgence when he came back. Yeah, very true. T. Higgins is great for Underdog because T. Higgins has really high highs and really low lows. There's weeks where there's always that week where T. Higgins gets hurt and says he's going to play, but doesn't. And, yeah, that happens. So, Bobo, thank you for following. Michael Jazzy, thank you for following. Hey, Tico, what's going on? How you doing? We're over here in a follower draft over on Underdog Fantasy. If you want, use the code below. If you didn't get into today's draft, don't worry. We're going to do another draft tomorrow at 5 p.m. That way you can get into a draft with me tomorrow. What else? What else do I got to say? Yeah, if you want to get into a draft with me tomorrow, get ahead of the game. Head on over to Underdog. Use code TICO. Download it. Get your first deposit match up to $1,000 and get ahead of the game. Why wouldn't you get ahead of the game if you can, Why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you get ahead of the game if you could? Get ahead of the game. Who is the most overrated player in the league right now? Great question. Most overrated player in the league. Overrated? Overrated. Who is overrated? Who's overrated? Give me some names. Who do you guys think is overrated? Kyle Pitts. Yeah, maybe in fantasy football, Kyle Pitts. But who do you guys think is the most overrated player in the league right now? Let me throw that question back on you guys. Tua? I think Tua is one of the most hated players in the league. Josh Allen? Josh Allen's not overrated. Josh Allen's the best QB in football. Tyreek Hill? Tyreek Hill might be a little overrated. Jordan Love? I don't know if Jordan Love's overrated. Tua's definitely not. I feel like everybody hates on Tua so much that I don't think it's possible for him to be overrated. I don't feel like that works. Mahomes. Jalen Hurts is a little overrated. I could get with that. What running backs are overrated? I'm trying to think about that. I'm trying to think of some running backs. T. Higgins might be a little overrated in fantasy football. Jaden Daniels. C.J. Stroud might be a little overrated. C.J. Stroud, I might put that one up there. C.J. Stroud might be a little overrated. You know who's really overrated? And it's crazy because he hasn't even done anything yet, and I consider him overrated. I think Caleb Williams is a little overrated. I think there's a lot of quarterbacks I'd rather have from that draft class than Caleb Williams. I don't think Bo Nix is overrated anymore. I would have said that a while ago. I think Jackson Dart's overrated. There you go. Jackson Dart. I think he's overrated. Third string quarterback. What are we going to do here? We need another receiver. The running backs are cool. What quarterbacks are available? Let's see. I need another receiver. I'm not really loving any of these guys. I feel like I can get the same value at the next pick. I don't feel like I can get the same value at running back. Let's take Kenneth Walker. You know, oh shit, I forget that I only have one pick here. I got to go ahead. I know it's not going to be here at my next pick. I have no choice. I have to take Joe Burrow. If you have the 101, in your draft and you're not taking Joe Burrow with Jamar Chase, you know, I think the best move is to probably go, you take Jamar Chase at 1, and then whether it's the 4th or the 5th round, it doesn't matter. Your picks are touching it. That's the same shit. You take Joe Burrow. You got to get it. It's the best stack in fantasy football. You would be an idiot to not go ahead and grab that stack. I love the Joe Burrow, Jamar Chase stack. It's the best stack in fantasy football. You need to get it. But we take Kenneth Walker. And we take Joe Burrow. Fun squad. I like this squad. Fun squad. Oh, shit. Almost just dropped my mic. Joe Burrow at the helm. Jonathan Taylor and Kenneth Walker as our running backs. Listen, Kenneth Walker isn't... Yes, Kenneth Walker's a little overrated. I can understand that. That's a good take. I don't mind that. But Kenneth Walker is also going into a contract year. Kenneth Walker is in a situation where if he plays really good this season and the Seahawks don't want to pay him, he's a free agent. And he can go get a lot of money if he plays good. I like Clint Kubiak. I know he's going to want to run the rock. And I think Kenneth Walker, you know, I think it's a real high upside play. You know, is Kenneth Walker going to come out there and be the RB1 this season? He could. He has the talent to do it. Does he have the offensive line to do it? No. Does he have the offense to do it? No. But there's going to be weeks where you're going to get big games out of Kenneth Walker. I don't mind it. Two guys you took could easily bust big time. What two guys? What two guys could easily bust? Aiden Burke, thank you for the follow. And NC Brooke, thank you for the follow. If you're watching on TikTok, head over to Twitch at TCO Fantasy Show. It's the same name as the TikTok. If you follow, you will get a shout out. If you sub, you will get a name written on the board. Get your name written on the board. Tyreek and Walker, those are risky picks, but they could pay off. Yeah, you know, you gotta. I hate people who want to play it safe in your fantasy football drafts. What are you, a bitch? Don't play it safe. Why would you play it safe? You know, if you're not coming into your fantasy football draft with the one mindset, with the one goal to win your league, what are you doing? If you ain't first, you're last. And that's what it is. I'm not over here playing to make the playoffs. I'm over here playing to win a championship. If I get the loser punishment at the end, so what? That's what happens. That's what happens when you play to win. You know? You gotta know when to hold them, when to fold them, and when to walk away. And I like to hold them, never fold them, never walk away. So, yeah, hold the line, ladies and gentlemen. 80 Money, thank you for the follow. Lur, thank you for the follow. Hey, Tico, interested in your thoughts on what you think Rice's suspension is going to be. What do you guys think? Let me ask you guys. Let me ask this one. This is a good question. Let me get some numbers out there. What do you think Rice's oh my goodness, what the hell was that? What do you think Rashee Rice's suspension is going to look like? How many games are we looking at here? What are your opinions? Let's get some numbers in the chat. Just numbers. I want to see straight numbers in the chat. 6 weeks is what the first one I see. 0. Bullshit. He's getting suspended. 4 games. I think. Oh, shit. I'm on the clock. Give me 1 minute, ladies and gentlemen. So sorry. Let's take some receivers. Damn, these receivers suck. Damn. They must have changed the ADP. Sorry, I'm going to look at your numbers in a second. I'm just trying to figure out what the hell I'm going to do with this pick. God, I hate these guys. Let's take Chris Olave, I guess. I don't know. I guess I'll take Chris Olave. I haven't taken Chris Olave in any of my leagues yet. It's the first time I've taken him. Let's grab a tight end while we're at it. Let's grab TJ Hawkinson. Okay. Yeah, how long? 12 games, 8 weeks, 8 weeks, 8 weeks, 3 games, 17 games, 10, 2. I'm thinking, well, remember, Justin Tucker got 10. Justin Tucker got 10. If Justin Tucker got 10, I got to think that Mr. Rashee Rice is getting more than that. I'm thinking 12 plus. I'm thinking 12 plus. Who did I just draft? I just drafted Chris Olave. Weird pick. I haven't taken Olave in any of my leagues. I don't really like Chris Olave because the quarterbacks suck. But hey, we're going to take him and we grab Hawkinson as well. Yeah, I don't like Chris Olave. I don't know why I took him. I felt like the wide receiver position was starting to thin out, so I grabbed him. I don't really like Chris Olave. Not really. I'm not a big Chris Olave fan. I think Spencer Rattler's going to be pretty terrible. I think what's-his-face is also going to be pretty terrible. Tyler Shuck, Jake Hayner. It don't matter who the quarterback is. They're all pretty god-awful. So I'm not loving that pick, but hey, I took him. What are you going to do? Where am I moving this mic? Let's move it over here. But yeah, if you're watching on TikTok, head over to Twitch at TCO Fantasy Show. Follow, get a shout out like Aiden, like PF something door, Soggy Soup, 80 Money. Thank you all for following. If you sub, you will get your name written on the board. Poppy, thank you for following. So far, our squad is Joe Burrow, JT, Kenneth Walker, Jamar Chase, Tyreek Hill, Chris Olave. Pretty shitty team. What the stream today? We're doing a follower draft. We're in a draft right now with a bunch of followers. Am I going to do another draft tomorrow? Yes, I am. We're going to be doing another draft tomorrow. If you want to make sure that you get into it, head on over to Underdog, download the app, use code TCO. That way you will be ready to go for tomorrow. How do I think the Broncos will do this year? Better not hate. Well, that sounds like a threat. Will the one tomorrow cost money? Every day costs money. It's either $3 or $5 typically. That is what we go for. Typically, last couple times it's been $5 just because that's the one we've been doing. But yeah, $3 or $5. Who would I draft if I had the number 3 overall pick in fantasy? Either Bijan or Jameer, whatever one is there. 10 leagues at this point? Yeah, I think this is my 10th league I've done so far. I'll have to look at it afterwards. But we're going to be back up on the clock in 11 picks. Need some water. How do I feel about Terry McLaurin? I'm still drafting him. Gladly. Ugh. Have I looked at any season-long player props? I can't lie. I've never in my entire life have done a full season pick. I've never done any of those. I've never done one. Maybe I'll look into it. Maybe I'll see what we got before the season starts. I've never looked. What's my opinion on J.J. McCarthy? I like J.J. McCarthy. You know, everybody thinks I don't like J.J. McCarthy because I say the truth. I speak the truth, and everybody thinks I don't like him because of that. I like J.J. McCarthy. He's a fun quarterback. I want him to succeed. But that doesn't take away from the fact that he struggled a little bit in camp, and I think he's going to struggle a little bit in his first couple weeks in the league, especially with no Jordan Addison, another receiver he's not going to have. I think he's going to struggle. Because he's a rookie at the end of the day. You know, he never played real snaps in the NFL. And if that's hating, I guess that's what we call hating now. I don't know why. It's not. I'm not hating on him. I'm just saying what I think is true. I'm not hating on him. I like J.J. McCarthy. I want him to do good. Who should I draft at the 111? If BTJ's available, you should draft BTJ. That's who I would take. So glad Trey Lance got another shot. Yeah, and he's going to get another one this week. We're going to have another Trey Lance game this week. Who do the Chargers play this week? So I think that he will do all right because now we have one of the best offensive lines in the league. The Vikings offensive line is pretty good. It's up there. It's up there. I'd say it's back of the top 10. I think PFF had it high as shit. I think PFF had it as like the 4th best offensive line in the league. I think that's crazy. I don't know if it's that good, but it's decent. It's decent. I'm not loving what's on the board here. I don't know what the hell happened. The board sucks. We need another receiver. And I don't really like... I guess I should take Juwan Jennings. Juwan Jennings has the highest upside here. That's probably the best pick, Juwan Jennings. And then... I don't like any of the running backs I see. Cam Scadaboo's hurt. Javante's down there. Tyrone Tracy. Travis Etienne. These running backs suck. Damn. I still see Travis Kelce on the board. I think I'm going to take Travis Kelce. I think I'd rather have Travis Kelce as my flex. Shit. I don't know how that one's going to turn out. We'll see how that one goes. We just took, who'd we take? We just took Juwan Jennings and Travis Kelce. Put them on the board. Jennings going on the board. Jennings and Kelce. I like Travis Kelce this year. What are y'all's thoughts on Travis Kelce? I'm liking him this season. I know that's a bit of a, I know he's turning 35 years old. He's got a bunch of problems and whatever, but I like it. I think I like Travis Kelce this season. I think I'm a Travis Kelce fan. Is Drake London bad or just not number? I don't know number what. I don't know what I think of Coleman and Shakir. What do I think of Coleman and Shakir? I think Khalil Shakir is dealing with a high ankle sprain, I believe. And that makes me like Keon Coleman a lot better. That makes me definitely want a little bit more Keon Coleman in my drafts because of that. So definitely a fan of Keon Coleman. Definitely a fan. Should I take Baker or Dak for my QB1? Well, what round are you taking each one in? Where's Baker? What's Baker Mayfield's current ADP? That's the real question. I think Baker Mayfield's current ADP is significantly higher than Dak Prescott's. So I think I would probably say Dak Prescott at the moment because Dak Prescott's going so late. I believe it's 10th, 11th round. You like Olave? He looks so good in like the 7th round. I just took Chris Olave. I don't like him. That's the first time I've drafted him in any of my leagues. You need when you're doing as many underdog leagues as I'm doing, it's good to have as much exposure to as many players as you can. So I don't like Chris Olave, but you need exposure, so I took him. I don't love him, though. I'm not a big Chris Olave guy. I never have. Well, that's not true. I'm not going to say I never have been. I love Chris Olave at Ohio State. What a legend. What's my favorite spot to draft from? Number one. Number one is the best spot to draft from. I don't even think it's a question. Number one. Even though I'm doing a really terrible job right now. I'm really selling with this draft. I think I shouldn't have taken. I don't even know what I shouldn't have taken. I don't know. I feel like I should have went a different running back than Kenneth Walker, or a different wide receiver than Kenneth Walker. I feel like that would have helped me a little bit more. Best pick from the 101 and a 10-man, Jamar Chase. Do I think Jacoby Myers is a good pick at the 4-6? No. That's early. BTJ got picked up. Who do I get at 111? Devon Achane. I love Devon Achane this season. I was gonna drop my running back rankings today, but then Kyron Williams signed his contract and Jordan Addison got suspended, so those extra videos needed to get in there. But I'm gonna drop my top 10 running back rankings tomorrow if something doesn't happen. Hopefully, we'll get our top 10 running back rankings out tomorrow, and you guys will be able to see that, go off of that. But call me crazy for some other things, like putting Devon Achane as the RB1 or some crazy shit. I didn't do that, but you know what I mean. Best late round picks. The Cowboys running backs are great. I think are some good late round picks. I think Tucker Kraft is cool. David Njoku is cool. Who else back there is cool? I think Tua is going to be a good pick. I think who else is late back here that I've been taking? I love drafting Deebo Samuel in the later rounds. I know it's not that late. I'm talking 8, 9, but I love Deebo Samuel this season. Keon Coleman's cool. Who else have I been drafting lately? Jordan Love, Javonte Williams, Trey Benson, Kyle Pitts, Jaden Blue, Tua, Tyler Algier, Isaiah Likely, not Nick Chubb, Jack Betch, Pat Bryant, Alec Pierce, Dante Thornton. It's a little too late, but, you know, that's what we're talking about. Let's see. What are we going to do here? We are really fucked right now. We got to take another receiver. The good running backs just went off the board. God, my team's taking a hit. And just took Kyle Pitts in your draft here. Easy win. Real. I'm going to take one of these guys. See who Specs takes from me right now. See who we can get. Top 5 defenses. God, that's a hard. I can't do that right now. Justin Herbert. Perfect. Okay, I'm taking Michael Pittman Jr. Give me Michael Pittman Jr. He is still the wide receiver 1 in that offense. Don't forget it. I need another running back. Oh, Javonte. We take Pittman and Javonte here in the 10, 11th round. Let's go Pittman in the 10. And then we take 11. We take Javonte. I like Javonte Williams this year. You're gonna be seeing me start drafting a lot more Javonte Williams. I think it doesn't matter who it is, whether it's Javonte, Miles, or Jadon Blue, whatever one it is. The RB1 for the Cowboys is a role that is very good for fantasy football. And I think Javonte Williams, I got a pretty damn good idea that Javonte Williams is going to be their RB1. So I'm going to be drafting him in a lot of leagues because that means, you know, it's one of the most high-scoring offenses in the league always. And we saw it last year with Rico Dowdle. You know, Rico Dowdle is not that great of a running back, and he was fantasy relevant last year. So if you can draft the Cowboys running backs, take a shot. Take a shot whenever you can. If you can take a shot on Javonte, take it. If you can take a shot on Jadon Blue, take it. Are you doing any more drafts after this? No, not today, but we're going to do another draft tomorrow at 5 p.m. Be here. 5 p.m. We're going to be doing another draft over on Underdog Fantasy. If you want to get ahead of the game, go download it, use code TCO, and get ahead of the game. Yeah, that way you'll just be able to join tomorrow. What's the highest I recommend picking up Terry? I don't want to take Terry McLaurin unless it's a deal. I don't want to, I don't like Terry McLaurin enough with what's happening right now. As even if he does sign an extension, he still missed training camp, so I don't want to take Terry McLaurin unless it's a steal. I don't want to take Terry McLaurin unless I'm getting him in the 4th, 5th round or the 4th round. 4th round's a good deal for Terry McLaurin. If I'm getting him there, I'm like, whoa, I just got a great deal. Or the 5th round, I'm ecstatic. I'm grabbing him very quickly. Oh, J.J. McCarthy goes before C.J. Stroud, Michael Penix, Tua, Bryce Young, Cam Ward. Oh, my God. Ew. God, no. I do not like that. I do not like that one. I'm not a fan of that. Not a fan of that one. That Terry for Tyreek rumor, yeah, it's a bit of a rumor. We'll see. I don't think it's gonna end up happening. If I had to put money on it, I don't think it's gonna happen. We need some running backs. We definitely need some running backs. Who's my 1 overall? Jamar Chase. Who should I go at 107? CMC. If CMC is available at 107, take CMC. Why do I refuse to talk about the Ravens? I'll talk about the Ravens tomorrow. I'm on I do a very set schedule for my training camp takeaways. I try to talk about 8 different teams every single day. King J, thank you for following. Dynasty Price Check, thank you for following. CMC, thank you for following. Prizzle, thank you for following. If you're watching over on TikTok, head over to Twitch at TCO Fantasy Show. Same exact name as the TikTok. Head over there and follow. I'm losing my voice. Why do I like BTJ so much? Because BTJ's a dog. I mean, I don't know why you can't project. I don't know why people can't see a world where Brian Thomas Jr. finishes as the wide receiver 1. It's like, it's not crazy. Last season, he didn't have Trevor Lawrence for a lot of the time. I think that's going to help. Now you add Travis Hunter to the offense. That's going to take away some coverage from him. You lose Evan Ingram, you lose Christian Kirk, you lose Gabe Davis, so there's plenty of targets. That's not a problem bringing in Travis Hunter. There's plenty of room to bring in Travis Hunter. And you have Liam Cohen, who's a great, fantastic coach, great offensive coordinator. And there's just so many different things. And he's going into year 2. I would expect him to do better in year 2 than he did in year 1. He was a rookie. So there's just so many different things that are going in a good direction for Brian Thomas Jr. that are going to, end up in him succeeding. I don't see why you couldn't project him to be the wide receiver 1. I don't know why people think that's crazy. But we're about to be back up on the clock here with our 12th and 13th round picks. We need a running back and a receiver. So let's see what we got at the running back position. Nobody really. Nobody great. I'm not seeing anybody I'm loving. I might just pull an interesting one here. See what Specs does. I'll go based off what he does. Might just do something crazy. Yeah, I'm going to take... Ooh... Shoot for the moon. We're going to take Trey Benson. I haven't taken Trey Benson in any of my leagues yet. If James Conner goes down with an injury, Trey Benson's going to be somebody you want to have in fantasy football. He should be top 15 if James Conner goes down. And then we're going to take a receiver. I haven't taken Cedric Tillman in any of my leagues yet. I'm going to grab Cedric Tillman. I like Cedric Tillman. I think that's a good pick in the 13th round. I haven't grabbed either of those guys in any of my leagues yet, Trey Benson or Cedric Tillman. Those are 2 new picks for me, so that's exciting. I like that. Take Kyle Pitts. I think Kyle Pitts already went. Yeah, somebody already took Kyle Pitts. Where did Kyle Pitts go? Kyle Pitts has such a weird range. Kyle Pitts could go early as shit. Like his where they have him on all of these websites, they have him extremely low. But he could go early as shit. He could go early as, somebody's willing to take him. He could go very early. Where did Kyle Pitts go? Kyle Pitts went I'm not seeing him. Looking for Kyle Pitts. We're on the look for Kyle Pitts. Oh, Kyle Pitts went at the 10:07. Yeah, so it's not that late. I know his number was much higher than that. Oh, what am I doing here? Get me back to this pick. How do I get back to the pick? Where's the pick? Okay, there we go. What's the best spot to draft from? I've said it before, the 101. Would you ever masturbate with your chat? I don't even know what that means. I have no idea what that means. Just got Brock Bowers at the 6-1 keeper league, question mark. Do I think Travis Hunter can build his skill level so that he can be a starting wide receiver and corner? I do. I hate to say it, but I do believe in Mr. Travis Hunter. I do believe in him. I think he could be one of the greatest NFL players to ever walk the field. I think he could be pretty awesome. If what he's trying to do actually happens, I think he could be pretty freaking awesome. I think we could be talking about Travis Hunter next season as a top 3-4 round pick. Opinion on Marvin Harrison Jr.? I was very excited about Marvin Harrison Jr. until I started hearing about the knee soreness. And ever since I heard about the knee soreness, I've kind of been just backing away ever so slowly. And at the same time, he's been dealing with that knee soreness, and his ADP has been rising. So, you have the player, as an actual player, I feel like his value declining with him dealing with an injury. And his value in fantasy leagues to the public increasing. So I've been staying away from him lately. I think there's better values now. I hate to admit it. I think there's better values at the wide receiver position. A guy I've been really liking, though, is DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf has the opportunity to be a top 10 wide receiver this year with the Steelers just because there's no target competition, zero target competition, no target competition whatsoever. And then you got Aaron Rodgers who wants to chuck that ball up. Aaron Rodgers was chucking that ball up left and right last year to Devontae Adams. I don't see why he wouldn't do the same thing for DK Metcalf, who's still in his prime, still a very talented wide receiver. I don't know, man. Switch, thank you for following. If you're watching on TikTok, head over to Twitch at TCO Fantasy Show. Follow, get a shout out. Sub, get your name on the board. But yeah, we're picking from pick 1. So far, we have drafted Joe Burrow, Jonathan Taylor, Kenneth Walker, Javonte Williams, Trey Benson, Jamar Chase, Tyreek Hill, Chris Olave, Jawan Jennings, Michael Pittman, Cedric Tillman, TJ Hawkinson, and Travis Kelce. Fun team. Fun team. But we need to make it more fun. We got to grab... Ooh, the running backs back here suck. These running backs suck. Yucky, yucky. Rico Dowdle's probably the best pick right now. It's the best guy I'm seeing on the board. I don't really like any of these other guys. Roshan or Rico? Let's take Rico Dowdle. I think Rico Dowdle could step in and be good if Mr. Chuba goes down. And then let's grab a QB while we're here. These QBs are going to be gone by the next time we come back around. Let's take Michael Penix. I haven't grabbed Michael Penix in any of my leagues yet. Let's grab him. We got Dowdle and Penix. Bang. Good picks in rounds 5 through 7, starting around Jamar Chase. There's some cool running backs around rounds 5 through 7, you know? I think there's some really good cheap running backs around there. Isaiah Pacheco, DeAndre Swift. Both of those guys would definitely be targets. And then you also got some fun receivers over there too. DK Metcalf, George Pickens, Devonta Smith, J-Mo. Whatever one of those guys you're most confident in. I'm probably most confident in DK Metcalf, followed by George Pickens, followed by... I don't know. I like Stephon Diggs this season. I like Stephon Diggs because I like Drake May. I like both of them, so I like that. Yeah, I'm a fan. Damn. We are missing a running back, we're missing a quarterback, and we're missing a tight end. Which one will I fade? I'm going to fade probably one of them and take a receiver. Ryan is Toilet. Thank you for following. Valid Mellow, thank you for following. If you're watching over on TikTok, head over to Twitch at TCO Fantasy Show. If you follow, you will get a shout out. What do I think about Malik Neighbors? I like Malik Neighbors. I think he's going to be very good. I just don't know if he's going to be as good as we're drafting him as. Puka or JSN? Puka. Not even a question. Not even a thought in my mind. Puka Nakua. I love you. Hey, I love you too, Sully Sports. Go follow Sully Sports, ladies and gentlemen. Great account. We do the Not a Football show together. Going to be coming back soon. Go check out Sully Sports. But what is the best way to draft around Jamar Chase? You want Joe Burrow. I know you definitely want Joe Burrow if you have Jamar Chase. You probably want to grab a running back there in your 1-2 turn. Or 2-3 turn. You're probably going to want to grab a running back right there. Maybe two running backs. Go back-to-back running back. And then come back around and grab a receiver and Joe Burrow. That's probably what I would do. That's probably what I should have done. If I did this again, that's probably what I would have done. You go Jamar Chase at the 101. Then at the 2-12, 301, you go... Running back. Usually Josh Jacobs is always there. You usually got, other guys around there. Jonathan Taylor, Kyron Williams. Who else is around there? Who's around? Bucky sometimes makes it back there. Chase Brown. You probably don't want Chase Brown because you got Jamar Chase. Yeah. Grab one of those guys, and then in the 4th, 5th, you grab Joe Burrow as one of your picks, and you grab the best available wide receiver. That's what I would do if I was in that position, which I'm in right now, which I didn't do. But if I was doing this again, that's probably what I would have done. Am I still drafting? Yeah, I'm still drafting right now. I'm not going to be drafting after this. What do you think about Nico Collins? I think Nico Collins could be the wide receiver 1 in fantasy football this year. Are there any good receivers out here? Let's see. Any good receivers out here? Darius Slayton, Calvin Austin. I always like drafting Tyler Lockett. I think Tyler Lockett can be good. I don't know why Tyler Lockett's going so late in leagues. I don't get that. Let's see if we can find one more running back. Mostert, Jordan James. God, these guys suck. Ollie Gordon. Oh, I don't want to bet. I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I don't even want to think about Devon Achane getting hurt. Take Bryce Young, I guess. I don't know. I'll just take another quarterback. Screw it. What's the worst that could happen? Okay, we grab Tyler Lockett. Ooh, I have to sneeze. I'm going to grab Bryce. Ooh, we'll just write Bryce. Bang, Bryce Young. Bryce Young and Tyler Lockett. CMC or neighbors? CMC. What's the best fantasy draft app? I like ESPN. It's cool. If you're doing best ball, obviously it's Underdog. But if you're doing a regular draft, I like ESPN just because it's simple. If you want more complexity, I would probably go over to Sleeper just because they have so many different stats and good things going on over there at Sleeper. I like using one or the other, ESPN or Sleeper. I'm not a big NFL guy. I don't like their app. I don't like how it works. I'm not a fan of it. What's my Twitch? TCO Fantasy Show. Same exact name as the TikTok. Same exact name as the TikTok. Ooh, there's spit on the mic. Ooh, nasty. We need another. We need another running back. We need another running back. That's what we need. We need another running back. If I can find one. What do I think of RJ Harvey? I think he has the opportunity to be good. How many people are in this league? 12, including, 12. Yeah, 12. Who do I take at the 101? Jamar Chase. I already answered. What do I think of Jamar Chase? Who do you draft? Who to draft from 9 in a 14-man league? A running back. Devon Achane, CMC, Ashton Genty, whatever one is available. That's a really long thing. I can't read that, Finns Nation. What team do you think will be very good this year? In my opinion, the Cardinals. Okay, well, I don't think the Cardinals are going to be good. A team that I think people aren't talking about enough. Probably the Patriots. I think the Patriots are going to be very good this year. I'm very excited for the Patriots. I think they're going to be very good. I definitely see a world for them to be very good. I like what the Patriots are building over there. Mike Vrabel, Drake May, Stephon Diggs, Travion Henderson. They got a really good team over there. Do you mind rating my team? I don't feel confident. Jaden Daniels, Amarian Hampton, Kenneth Walker, Jamar Chase, Bryant. Yeah, okay, your team's great. Yeah, you're drafting in an 8-man league, clearly. That team is fantastic. Don't worry, your team is perfectly fine. Do you think the core of Rasheed, Worthy, and Hollywood will be good this year? Yes, I do, but I also think that the Chiefs are not going to be trying to force that ball down the field. I think they're going to be trying to run the ball, play good defense, and just do that. We're coming up on our last pick here. We're going to make it, and then we're going to rate some teams, and then we're going to get out of here. If you want to get into a league with me and you didn't get in today, don't worry. You can get into a league with me tomorrow at 5 p.m. We're going to be going live again on Twitch and TikTok. Be here. And if you want to get ahead of the game, go download Underdog Fantasy. Use code TCO. That way you're going to be able to get your first deposit matched up to $1,000. And we're going to be drafting again tomorrow. So don't worry. We will be here again tomorrow drafting. Did I see Jordan Addison? Yes, I did. I made a video about it. I was late today. I was late today to do this draft because I was making a Jordan Addison video. Do people hate on 8-man leagues? Yes. Yes. And not because listen, if you only got 7 other friends and you can only do an 8-person league, just do a league, do whatever league you can do. I mean, don't listen to other people. Do other people hate on 8-man leagues? Yeah, like to be objective. Yes, people do hate on 8-man leagues. They're plumber leagues, They're not. It's an 8-man league. People's teams are much better in an 8-man league than a 12-man league. So it's fantasy football is significantly easier when you do it that way. But do it whatever way you can because fantasy football is awesome, and it doesn't matter how you do it. If you're doing a 4-man league, I think a 4-man league is a little stupid, but if you're doing whatever it is, just do leagues, man. Do as many leagues as you can. One day you won't be able to do fantasy football leagues. You'll be old and won't know, who the starting quarterback for the Chiefs is. Maybe it'll be Patrick Mahomes Jr., who knows, but just, keep doing it. Keep doing leagues. It's good to do leagues. Fantasy football is great. I love it. It's the best thing in the world. It's my job. Freaking love fantasy football, man. It's the best. It's the best. The TCO Fantasy Show, man. That's where we started. Before it was NFL news, it was fantasy football. Last pick of the draft. We're going to take, with our last pick in the draft, we're going to take, Isaac Tisla. Where did Isaac Tisla go? I lost him. Where's Isaac Tisla? I need Isaac Tisla. I want Isaac TeSlaa with my last pick. That's fun. Okay, bang. Last pick of the draft, Isaac TeSlaa. Bang. Okay. Does anybody who was in this draft want me to rate their team? Let me know. Anybody want me to rate their team? Let's look at my team. Let's look at my team first. Joe Burrow, Michael Penix, Bryce Young. I'm a little weak at the backup QB position, but it'll get me by. JT, Kenneth Walker, Javonte Williams, Trey Benson, Rico Dowdle. Definitely some question marks there at the running back position. If somebody gets hurt, we're going to have some problems, but nobody's hurt right now. Wide receiver, Jamar Chase, Tyreek, Chris Olave, Juwan Jennings, Michael Pittman, Cedric Tillman, Tyler Lockett. I took a lot of receivers because I needed to. I guess it didn't give me Isaac TeSlaa. I don't know. It didn't give me him. I don't know if it let me draft him or not. I don't really know what happened there. But then at tight end, I got TJ Hawkinson and Travis Kelce. That's my best position. Could have been better. Let's see. Whose team should we rate? Specs. Let's rate Specs. Even though I've seen Specs in a few of these leagues. Kyler Murray, Justin Herbert, Russell Wilson. Good. Did a good job. You didn't even need Russell Wilson, but this is a good QB room. Bijan, Josh Jacobs, Chuba, J.K. Dobbins, Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt. Fantastic RB room. I'm very curious as to see what your wide receiver room is. A.J. Brown, George Pickens, Stephon Diggs, Christian Kirk, Marvin Mims, Alec Pierce. This is a great team. David Njoku, Zach Ertz, Juwan Johnson. This is an A team. This team could win the league. This is a great team. You did a great job. This is a really good team. I like this team. This team could win the league. Who do I rate next? Let me know. Butt crud poo. Jaden Daniels and Caleb Williams. Two QBs who could get hurt, but I don't mind it. They're good. That's good. Ashton Genty, Isaiah Pacheco, Quinshon Judkins, Ja'Cory. I never can. His name is long. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt, Kyle Monagai, Ollie Gordon. These last three picks are pretty useless. Quinshon Judkins isn't even on a team right now, so I don't know how that's going to go. So you basically have two running backs. It's what I see here. Your running back position is very good at the top. Don't get me wrong. Very good. Ashton Genty and Isaiah Pacheco. But the bottom of it sucks. So that's a problem. BTJ, Roma Dunze, Emeka Egbuka, Darnell Mooney, Luther Burden, Quentin Johnston, Adam Thielen, George Kittle, Dalton Kincaid, Mason Taylor. I say this team is a C. I think you're missing a couple things. I think QBs are fine. The running backs are going to be a problem. I think running back is going to be an issue for you, especially because Isaiah Pacheco is a bit of a long shot. You know, I love him, but it's a long shot. Ashton Genty's a rookie. BTJ is great, but then your wide receiver room thins out very quickly, and you got to remember this is a 3 wide receiver league, and you got Roma Dunze, Emeka Egbuka, Darnell Mooney. You know, the wide receiver room's a little weak, and then the tight ends are what the tight ends are. Who should I rate next? Coolio Pops. Excuse me, I think I burped. Coolio Pops. Let's see what Coolio Pops has. Team Wamu. Is Wamu in here? Okay, so we'll do the Coolio Pops and then Wamu. Jalen Hurts and Bo Nix. Great QB room. Good job. Alvin Kamara, Aaron Jones, Travis Etienne, Tank Bigsby, Miles Sanders. Okay, I like that we have the backup running back for Dallas. I like that we targeted 2 running backs in the Jags backfield. And I like that we have Aaron Jones and Alvin Kamara. I like that. It's not terrible. It's a BRB room. Puka Nacua, Lab McConkey, Jerry Jeudy, Cooper Kupp, Kyle Williams, Jack Betch, Wando Robinson, Keenan Allen, Michael Wilson, Trey McBride, and Dallas Goedert. This is good. You can't mess up with that. And then your wide receiver room is also very good. I like what we got here. Puka Nacua and Lab McConkey is fantastic. And then I think Jerry Jeudy, Cooper Kupp, and these other guys should be able to find enough upside in the weeks to get you what you need at your wide receiver 3 position. I don't know who's going to fill your flex. So I would say this team's probably a B. Let's look at Sauce Gardner and Wamu. Let's look at Wamu real quick. Lamar Jackson, Matthew Stafford, Aaron Rodgers. Great QB room. Good job. Saquon, Kyron, Charbonnet, Scattaboo, Garendo. Good RB room. That's an A. I like this. That's 2 A's right now. Let's see what our wide receiver room is. Tet McMillan, DK Metcalf, Debo Samuel, Matthew Golden, Dante Thornton, Lambert Smith. And then we got Mark Andrews, Isaiah Likely, K. Dot, and Harold Fannin. I like the tight end room. This is a good team. I'm going to give this team a B+. I think the wide receiver room is a little scary. You know, Tet McMillan, DK Metcalf, Debo Samuel. I like those 3. I think they could be a good 3, but we'll have to see how that works out. I like this team. I like this team a lot. I think you did a good job. I think this is a B+, maybe even an A-. Sauce Gardner. Let's look at your team real quick. Sauce Gardner. We got Justin Fields and Jared Goff. I hate that. That's a C. Jahmyr Gibbs, Bucky Irving, Joe Mixon, Braylon Allen, Justice Hill, Samaje Perine. I like that we have Jahmyr, Bucky, and Joe. That's an A. And then we got Braylon Allen, Justice Hill, some backup upside. Garrett Wilson, Terry McLaurin, J-Mo, Keon. Look at this. I love this. And you know why I love this? Not because it's good for fantasy football, but I love that we have 3 Ohio State guys in a row. I love that we have Garrett Wilson, Terry McLaurin, Jamison Williams. I love the Ohio State wide receivers. Love that. But then you have Keon Coleman, Xavier Legette, Diami Brown, and D-Hop. We got plenty of upside there. And then at tight end, Tyler Warren, Kyle Pitts, Jonnu Smith. Like that as well. This is an A-. No, I'm going to give you a B. I'm going to give you a B because I hate your QB room. I'm going to give you a B because I hate your QB room. But I love the rest of your team. Anybody else who wants me to rate their team, let me know or forever hold your peace. Let me know if there's anybody else's team I need to rate. Let me know. I don't think they're me. Connor Everts. You in here, Connor? Let's see. Connor Everts. Okay. Baker Mayfield and Cam Ward. I like Baker Mayfield. Cam Ward's a little scary. It's a little bit weak, but it's not terrible. It's like a B-. It's not awful. Derrick Henry, James Cook, DeAndre Swift, B-Rob, Samson, Najee, Algier, Mitchell. Holy shit. Don't draft 8 running backs in one time. Okay, you can't win the league. If Jake Ferguson, I don't think you can win the league because of this. I think this might be a mistake. I don't think you should have done this. Is this the guy who took Rashee Rice with the, oh my God, okay. Rashee Rice, Mike Evans, Josh Downs, Brandon Ayuk, Hollywood Brown, Deontay Johnson, Calvin Austin. Oh my. This team's rough. This team is rough, sir. This team is rough, Connor. Rough team. I'm going to give you a C, and that's being really generous because I really like your running backs, and I think we have a lot of depth at the receiver position, but not good depth. Not good depth. Rashee Rice is going to get suspended for a long time. Mike Evans, Josh Downs, Brandon Ayuk. Damn, this team sucks. I think you deserve a D, actually. I'm sorry. I take my thing back. I love you, Connor. I love you as a person. I think you're a great guy. This team's not good. This team is not good. This team is atrocious, actually. This is a bad team. I don't think you can win the league with this team, son. I think it's a bad team. I think you need to go watch some of the other drafts. It's a bad team. But, hey, I still love you, Connor. I think you're a great person. Did I rate? I think I rated everybody's teams. I think that's all we got. I think that is all we got for today, ladies and gentlemen. Let me get back to the screen. Okay. If you didn't get into today's draft, do not worry. We are going to be doing another draft tomorrow at 5 p.m. over on Underdog Fantasy. If you head on over there now, download the app, use code TCO. That way you're going to get your first deposit match up to $1,000, and you're going to get a free pick. So head on over to Underdog, download it. That way you'll be ahead of the game, and you'll be able to get into the draft tomorrow very easily. And that's all we got for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for watching another live stream with me. Thank you so much. We will be back tomorrow at 5 p.m. People over on Twitch, peace out. Have a wonderful rest of your day.